What's going on, guys? Just wanted to do a quick dive into the brain launch. So we're going to go to the BasedAI website and click on brain launch, and let's go over it. By no means am I an expert, not a professional. I'm just doing a little bit of research here along with you. So take a look at the summary. There's two ways to mint a brain. You can stake and you can burn. I'm going to try to make this as simple as possible because it's so complicated, especially the deeper you get into the white paper, the harder it is to understand. So there's a staking method. You can stake 100,000 Pepe coins for 3 months, or a burning method, which you can burn 1,000 Pepe coins to get 1,000 brain credits. For every brain, it's going to go up 200 Pepe coins, so we'll get into that in a minute. 1,000 brain credits equals 1 brain, by the way. If all the brains are issued, that's 107 million Pepe coin burned. That's 80% of the supply. A lot of people are thinking that there might not be a full 80% burn, and I'll show you why here in a second. So if you're going to go the burn method, this is basically an NFT, which you can split portions of that brain to earn based credits. Burn Pepe coin to get brain credits, and you burn brain credits to get a brain. And there's a total of 1,024 brains times 1,000 is 1,024,000 brain credits. So the first 7 brains and brain number 47 are going to have a specific role and will be maintained by Base Labs. Brain 0, brain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are all reserved, or number 47 looks like it's also reserved for Base Labs. So those are allocated for future use. So let's go back to the brain launch and go to this. The first 1,000 brain credits require 1,000 Pepe coin. Second requires 1,200. So as we already know, the first 6 are not going to be issued by any individual. Now let's go to this document here. Someone in the Telegram posted, and it actually really illustrates what's going on here. He's labeled all of the brains from 1 all the way to 1,024. With every number of brain, there's the amount of Pepe coin it takes. So it doesn't get long to where it's starting to get a little expensive. So at number 46, looks like there's already 10,000 Pepe coins issued. And all of these are for 1,000 brain credits. So you can see the brain credits stay the same, but the amount of Pepe coin starts to increase drastically. So if we go all the way to 496, I believe it is, that is 100,000 Pepe coins, the same amount of credits, which is a full brain, but you can see that it's going to be a little expensive. I'm guessing most people at this time are going to start just staking their 100,000 Pepe coins so they don't have to burn it. And then that way they get, after 3 months, they can earn rewards of based from that staking method. It goes all the way down here to the bottom to that 1,024, and at that point the brains are 205,000 Pepe coins, 0.6 whatever. It's a lot of Pepe coins to be burned there. So I don't think this is going to happen in the first couple months. I think over time, I mean, we're talking maybe years, where all of these Pepe coin are going to be burned. That's just the way I kind of understand it right now. But it's cool to see that graph. I wish I had the guy's name that listed it in the Telegram, but if you know, just send a comment, and thank you for doing that because I couldn't figure out the math until you showed me. It's really saying that over time, your Pepe coin, even if you're just a holder of Pepe coin, it's going to be more valuable. So here's the part that I think is just really cool, is as a normal brain owner, you're going to be making 13,200 based. So the current price of base is $7.35. So if we do 735 times 13, I think it was 200. So as a brain holder, you're making $97,000 a year. Brain number 17, for example, is 4,200 Pepe coins for 1,000 brain credits, which is 1 brain. Now that brain can be split up, meaning other people can own certain parts of that brain, so you don't have to own the full thing. But let's say you do own the full thing, you're making $97,000 per year. Now you're gonna want to maximize that brain. So if your brain is looking like my NFT over here and working hard like this picture you see right here, then you could be making 80,000 based per year. So 80,000 per year is making 733, about $586,000 per year. So at minimum you're making around 100,000, and you could be making up to almost 600,000. I'm sure base is going to be over 10, maybe 15, maybe 20, maybe more dollars. I mean, imagine if base gets to $30, which probably isn't far away. You're making a maximum 80,000 based. You're making millions of dollars. They've already leaked this amazing website. Looks like it's a perfect DEX, easy to swap, get brains, trade, probably do NFTs and everything else you can imagine on it. Knowing these devs, it's going to be super easy and convenient and organized, so I can't wait for this to be released. And this credit pooling is something that I'm probably a little more interested in. It's where you can kind of pool all your brains together, your brain credits I should say. So for us that are holding just parts of a brain, so we have brain credits, we can pool our credits together to form one brain. Going back to the white paper, I mean, I should mention that there's a halving schedule, which is really cool. Kind of like Bitcoin has a halving every 4 years. For base, the halving's an annual event, so every year it splits in half, just like Bitcoin does every 4 years. And we all know what that does for Bitcoin every time it halves. BasedAI network is the layer 1 network that you see on the top. Each one of these pictures is a brain, and there's miners and validators. You can have up to 256 validators and up to 1,792 miners per brain. Now this governance in Gigabrain is basically when you reach 0.5% of stake. So you need Pepe coins to burn or stake to get brains and brain credits, and you need brains and brain credits to become a Gigabrain. And once you have the Gigabrain, you have the license to vote on the governing council. You can own more than one of these. So if you have multiple Gigabrains, you have more votes. And in super short, this Siberius squeezing is a feature that turns language models into super secure versions called ZK LLMs. It basically helps keep the performance of the network fast and efficient. And fully homomorphic encryption, FHE, pretty much is a special kind of encryption that allows the computers to process data without seeing the actual data. So there's that middle numbers right there that basically scrambles coding and all that is way above my head, but you to go from one user to the other without any data leaking. So this current standard encryption on the left, you can see how secure that is compared to FHE. FHE is really the king of all encryption, and it's the most secure of them all. And then you can see FHE on its own and FHE with Siberius squeezing. You can see it just speeds up the process. So in short, having a brain is like having a license to the cloud services of BasedAI. Brain owners don't have to use their brains, but they can earn base tokens if they do. The more they use it and expand it, the more rewards they get. The better the brains perform, the more the base tokens they earn. So it benefits the brain owner to maximize its performance. Owners can also use their tokens to get miners and validators to help with their tasks, and these helpers also can earn rewards. But there's a limited number of brains, validators, miners, making it super competitive. Everyone is motivated by rewards to do their best and keep the network running well. And as we know, BasedAI is behind Pepe Coin, the OG. We're going to get into that in another video, but know that your Pepe coin, if you're a holder, is being burned, it's being used, there's a lot of utility behind it, and it's going up in value as this whole process is happening. So I know I probably didn't even scratch the surface because I'm just barely starting to research it myself. So stay tuned, subscribe, hit the bell, and we'll see you soon.